Innovative.
Ladies and gentlemen of the California Trap Trinity, hold on to your Kush blunts and your lace fronts. This is your number one choice for entertainment. It's your boy that always shine and keep the promos right on time. That's right, the promo king himself. Product 5 stacks and count. Ladies and gentlemen of the California Trap Trinity, Compton, Long Beach, Los Angeles. This is the man with all the shine and keep them promos right on time. That's right, the promo king himself. Product 5 stacks and counting. This right here, this is season 6 of California's finest radio. You already know what it is, man. We keep it locked, man. Yo, you know, we keep our fingers on the pulse and we always get results. Today is March the 17th, 2025, man. Man, it feel like it was just New Year's the other day and now we already halfway through March, man.
Time is flying.
Yeah, bro. I done had at least looking like 2 failed relationships by now. But nah, man. Look, welcome everybody, man. This right here, bro, this is sponsored by Innovative Culture Productions and also as well the Mighty GMF. Shout out to the only family that matters out in this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Get money motherfucking forever. What's up, my sis Shanti? Shout out to everybody out there in YouTube land, all the necessary platforms, man. We appreciate y'all, man. You know y'all could be anywhere else in the world, but you right here with Stacks, all right? And that's where you should be. The rest of y'all, man, I don't need you. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, listen, man. So, firstly, man, I want to talk a little bit about firstly, man, the DMV. I'm kind of in a interesting spot with the DMV, right? Because I'm in a position to where I have to re-register. I got to re-register my car, but in order to do that, I have to make sure that I put I have a certain amount of liability insurance on my car. Just some grown people shit, my fault. But yo, this shit be sucking. Adulting really fucking sucks, man. So I'm trying to figure it all out, but I don't want to go with the same insurance provider because they charging me way too much. So I'm in between a rock and a hard place, and I'm trying to figure that shit out, man. But you know, the crazy thing is that have you noticed though that, and I ain't trying to jinx myself, but it ain't really that many like cops out there on the road, like really pulling folks over that much these days. Like, have you noticed it? Like you know what I mean? Like when you call the cops, they pull up, but they not just, you know, they just be
busy with those crimes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man, because nobody wants to be a police officer no more, bro. It's like nobody wants to sign up to be no snitch, dog. No. You know, but I'm saying though, what's good? Hey, shout out to my bro Stunner in the building, man. You know, I already know what it is, man. But yeah, that was just something I wanted to bring up, man. Little nonsense. But look, so let's get into some of this trap activity. We keep our finger on the pulse, and we always get results here at Cali's Finest. Okay. Now, my opening statement for today. Okay, this is no racial, but white women tend to get away with everything. Okay, and I want to touch bases on this situation with a Miss Sarah Jean Sellers. Does that name ring a bell to you at all?
It sounds very familiar.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all. Man, for real, we see him all the time. Hell yeah. But Sarah Jean Sellers, she's 44 years old. Okay, she was actually arrested on Valentine's Day. Okay, you will never believe what she was arrested for, man. She was arrested for over 80 counts of sexual activity with minors. This is a white woman, okay? Basically, like, you know, so the first question that people asked me when I said this was that, well, she must be fucking with niggas. First of all, fuck y'all, okay? We don't just hit everything that's moving. You know what I'm saying? But I can say without a doubt that I can understand that line of questioning because, you know, because white girls do love their chocolate meat. Then that's a fact. But this happened to be a woman that basically she was arrested, man, in North Carolina over 80 counts of child sex charges. Okay, I'm going to read over some of these charges. This shit is pretty fucking crazy. So she got 20 counts of statutory sex offense with a child less than 15 years old. She also got 10 counts of statutory sex with a child by an adult. 20 counts of they find all kind of ways to reword it to give you more shit.
To make a sound.
That shit is that's heavy. That's some heavy.
20 counts, that's like, is that 20 different minors?
No,
Or, you know
no,
what I'm
no,
saying?
that's the
Or
thing.
is that one minor 20 times?
Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. They said that these SA crimes supposedly took place between 2018 and 2021.
Oh, yes.
You know, and basically, the way she got caught up was 2 victims, both 12 years old. She had actually, you know, did these things with. And, you know, my thing is like, you would automatically think like, you know, this person needs to be thrown under the jail.
Right.
You feel me? But I just don't think it's going to be like that. I think this woman is going to get a couple of your, first of all, they're going to throw some of these charges out.
You think it's because she's a...
I think so.
A woman of no color.
Yeah, because the caucasity. But I'm just saying, like, the thing is that I don't see them throwing the book at her. I don't see them throwing the book at her. I think she's gonna get a life sentence. Typically they don't play with kids, but I mean, like, this is what my scenario is with this woman. I think personally, she was just like the neighborhood slut bag, right? Like, she's married. The chick was married with 2 kids too. Right now, I think she's just like the neighborhood slut bag. Like, I think like she was like, you know, like Miss Parker in Friday, like that older woman that all the young niggas want to smack. You feel me? Not even realizing that this bitch probably done had like 6 to 7 STDs. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, niggas, we don't think like that. I remember I found myself going motherfucking commando a few times I shouldn't have because the woman was older. But I'm going to tell you that these older bras, they burn just like young ones. So you need to be careful. Like no cap, like, because, man, what they say, 5 minutes of pleasure can turn to a lifetime of pain.
Hide it a little bit.
You get the pissing, yeah,
a little bit longer.
Yeah, nigga, you get the pissing and you feel like some fucking Red Hots and Boston baked beans coming out your dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So that's pretty crazy though. Sarah Jean Sellers, man. I just, you know, I
You said that was North Carolina?
That's North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
And you know, it's a little, you know, it's a little backwards. Now, shout out to my North Carolina peoples, but it can be a little backwards out there. So it probably was some neighborhood shit that a lot of people really dealt with and was cool with, and nobody really, like, you know, really cared until they cared. Because this type of shit goes on in neighborhoods like everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, for real, everybody got that Uncle Tony in the fucking neighborhood that when all of the girls get out of high school, the motherfucker chewing on his toothpick and watching shit.
But that's the thing. It's an Uncle Tony, but this Sarah Jean Sellers, it's not really a whole lot of those. You don't really encounter that too often. You see it in movies and shit.
Yeah.
You hear about it.
Yeah, you do.
But you don't always... You know?
Nah, for real. You don't usually think it's something that can be happening in your neighborhood till you look really
It's
close.
not your neighbor, you know, the one that's doing it. Nobody.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't really know too many people that say, "Hey, my neighbor was
Yeah.
over there putting it."
Nah,
down."
for real. I had a neighbor growing up like that on my granny block, and I remember one time I had to been like, I was 16. I think I was 16, 17. And I remember the neighbor, she had me come over and do some yard work and help her out in the yard. And she
I
made
got some other work.
Yeah.
for you later.
The peep game. So this is what happened though. She had me doing the yard work or whatever, and then she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna make you some lunch." I said, "I can't wait to eat." And she said, "Yeah, after this, I'll probably have you eat something else." The shit didn't click. The shit didn't click with me right then and there. It didn't click with me right then and there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I knew then what I know now, I wasn't picking up on it. If I knew then what I know now, like, nigga, I would have chewed that down. But I'm just saying, like, for real, man. Okay. On April 25th, police were called to a home in Valparaiso, Indiana, because of a situation with a Miss Jennifer Lee Wilson, 48 years old, sentenced in January to 6 years in prison with 1 year to be served on probation, charged with reckless homicide. You won't believe what the reckless homicide was, Cam.
What was it?
She is 340 pounds, and she happened to sit on her 10-year-old son because he was being bad. The boy, she sat on the boy, but I think they said for, I think it's about 15 minutes. She sat on him. Ended up suffocating him. Now, I'm going to tell you, that's some real fat bitch shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'ma sit on you.
Probably told him that she was she was gonna do it before she did it.
Yeah, she probably told him, you keep acting
him.
up and I'm gonna sit on you.
And it probably wasn't the first time that she did it either.
I don't want to make I don't want to make light of this because a child did pass away in this situation, and that is not funny. But you know that ain't cool. Like you can't just be dropping cheeks on somebody, suffocate somebody. That's not an adult.
How much did she weigh?
340 pounds.
Oh yeah, that's big enough.
Yeah. And that's when you think about it, 340 pounds. That's probably just one ass cheek. Keep it real with you.
You put all the weight on one side, like leaning.
On some real shit, you just killed that poor boy, and that shit ain't right. There's other ways to discipline kids. Cam, like when you was a kid, was it just a belt? Like, did your parents ever try any alternative discipline?
You know, it just depends on what I was getting in trouble for. I did a lot of major shit when I was young, so yeah, I used to get my ass whooped. But as I got older, it was more like the punches to the chest.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah. We had a hallway door that separated the rest of the house when you first walked in the door. And on one time, I came home too late, and like you know, I thought I was home free. All the lights was off in the house. And right before I got through that middle door, my dad jumped out and got the Lennox Lewis in my motherfucking ass. Like real shit. Like this nigga worked me from one end of the house to the other. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it is about parents, man, but they got that parental strength. Cause I was a little older nigga. I thought I was doing something. Until this nigga ragdogged the fuck out of me. Like,
no, that's crazy because then we was going to school the next day ready to play open chess with niggas and shit because it's like, if I could take that last night, it's nothing over here.
That's some real shit.
I ain't coming with nothing like that.
That's some real shit. But you know what's crazy is I really like, you know, I look at these kids nowadays, especially these YNs, and I look at them and I'm like, damn, if y'all would have got y'all ass whooped just a little bit more growing up, then maybe y'all wouldn't be doing the shit that y'all doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Speaking of YNs, did you happen to catch that? We don't really watch No Jumper like that, but did you see that viral interview he did with some YNs, and these niggas completely trolled him out that entire interview? It was about the kid, the basketball player, the Joker. He had killed the one that killed Gilly's son.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of his friends that was in his music video, they ended up, you know, Adams, you know, searching for a story. You know, he hit the kids up, flew them out. Come to find out, these little niggas wasn't even adults. Like these niggas was still in high school, sophomores in high school. And he had them up there. And it just like, you know, I need y'all to understand something. Those of y'all with these media platforms, man, like you really got to vet the people that you bring on onto your stage, man, because that was a really, really bad look. But, you know, ultimately, I do want to see more quality when it comes to neighborhood media, man. Like, you know, so maybe this is just kind of like a shout out and a call to do better business that way. But I just thought it was funny, man, because by the end of the interview, they was all asking if they could fuck the nigga wife, and it just was fucked up, bro. Like it was just all the way around.
like how did we get here?
Yeah, dog. Like, you know, like the kid goes, he tells Adam, he say, yeah, man, we want to party your wife, man. We want to party Lena, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was like, what? Like, and I felt kind of bad for, I ain't gonna lie to you, because you could tell he was completely caught off guard by that, man. Like completely. But that's wild. But I'm telling you, man, you got to watch yourself. When you allow access men to place their penis in your wife's mouth, you got to deal with everything that come along with it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? The woman I married, she will only know one motherfucking sausage, and that will be the Staxes. Feel me? Oh God, yeah. On a more somber note, the 37-year-old drunk driver Solomon Wedikow, I hope I'm not butchering this, Wedikow Araya, he caused a 17-car pileup that took the life of 5 people. Damn. And he was drunk. Live, you know, there's a video on Instagram, video in a couple different places. And, you know, the dude just, I don't know what would possess you to get behind the wheel of a semi under the influence and just be so irresponsible, man. It just didn't make any sense to me. You know, we want y'all to all be responsible when y'all get out there, because you want to make sure that your peoples, they get home safe, and you want to make sure you get home safe as well. And I just thought that was something that I definitely wanted to bring up. Yo, did you hear about the situation with the girl's boyfriend that was trying to talk to his 10-year-old daughter? Did you hear about that?
What the?
Yeah, man. Like, the lady, she basically, she had a boyfriend, had a daughter from a previous man, and everything was good in the relationship. She trusted the man around his daughter until the daughter actually came to him and showed the mom some text messages that was highly inappropriate, man. Like, asking the little girl if she wanted to get some head and all kind of shit, man. Like, the dude is sick, man. Like, you got to be careful who you allow around your kids. Like, that's
most definitely.
Man, you have to be careful, man. I thought that was
some creep shit.
Yeah, no, majorly creep shit. Like, for real. Once again, man, if y'all just now tapping in with us,
predatory behavior.
Yeah, oh no, definitely, bro. Like, and that's the thing. Like, we all have to stand up and recognize this. But I feel like that shit also correlates with the situation with the Sarah Jean lady. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of, there shouldn't be, hey, Big Mama, there shouldn't be any limits to how we deal with these people that are attacking our kids with that predatory behavior. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Listen, if you guys want to make some extra money, okay, let me tell y'all how to do it. Because right now I'm doubling up my funds right now, because not only am I trying to get it here, I'm also trying to get it on stream, man. If you guys want to become paid hosts, okay, on Bigo Live, on the live stream app, then please tap in with me. 5 Stacks. I have an agency, top tier talent agency. We got a lot of good shit going on. Got a lot of hosts making a lot of money. A lot of people getting to it. So tap in with me. Bigo ID 5 Stacks. That's the number 5 STAXX. And that's how that goes. I want to talk about a little bit about this is the mental health matters segment of the show. Here's just a thought. Men are not taught to navigate the emotional needs of women. Okay? Because if we did, then we would understand that there's not as much emphasis on faithfulness as for a woman as there might have been in the past. I know a lot of women that will stay with a man even if he's unfaithful, if he fits other needs that they feel are important to them. See, when it comes down to it, a woman wants security, right? No matter what form or shape that security takes on, a woman wants security. So, she wants to feel as though she gets what she needs at the time when she needs it. So that could be dick, that could be money, that could just be just listening to her bullshit. It could be a lot of different things. Okay, I'm kind of raised old school. I was always taught that, you know what I mean? Like, if you faithful to your partner, then you know what I mean, then everything else will kind of lock into place. But if you talk to couples that have been together and been married and been together for 20 something odd years, they'll tell you that there's been infidelity throughout the relationship, whether it was the husband was fucking around on her or she was fucking around on him. But it's, it just goes to show that, when you're dealing with a relationship, you deal with as much as you can take. Mm-hmm. And a lot of men do get away with the unfaithfulness, you know what I'm saying? But I always wondered about the in-between of that. Like, I know the female's not, hey, Shar, I know that the female's not just outright accepting the cheating. Like, I know she's getting upset. But my question is what bridges the gap for a woman to say, okay, he fucked somebody else, but I'm going to stick around and I'm going to stay with him anyway. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, you sharing dick. Like, you feel me? Like, there ain't no... Like that's like nobody cares who plays second in the Super Bowl. They only care about the person that hoisted the fucking trophy at the end of the day. That one person. Nobody shares that trophy. You know what I mean? And I just ask myself, like, is it a self-confidence thing with a woman to feel like it's okay for a man to step out as long as he just stays there? And why the fuck I can't find one like that? Like, I just keep it real. Like, I can't find one like that. Like, the minute I put my shit in somebody else, nigga, that's a wrap. I don't think that's fair. You good? Like, I don't think that's fair at all. I feel like that, y'all should.
So how you feel about like poly relationships?
Poly relationships? I fuck with poly relationships, right? But scientific fact, I think they said only 30% of those really work. Like, it's because a lot of people walk into it with the wrong mindset. Mm-hmm. They walk into these poly relationships thinking that it's just gonna be fuck. We're just fucking. Like, it ain't like that. It's not. It should not be a sexual thing. I mean,
at some point, right? at some point, somebody's gonna feel like they're not getting enough attention.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they gon', you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. But I have heard the way that it will work is that you have your queen, this is your wife, this your girl, and then, you know, she's open to it, and then she picks the female. That's kind of the only way. That's kind of the only way that can work, is that the woman has to pick the other woman. And even so, one of those women, I've always said it, that one of those women are gonna have to be submissive. Like you can't have two aggressive women in a poly relationship. You have to have one that's gonna be willing to fall back and kind of let things be what they are. And one of the women, and also I think as a man, yeah, you gonna be asked to step up a little more, but at the same time, you also gonna have to be okay with relinquishing some of them reins, man, some of that responsibility. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's how I go. I want to talk about quick hitters right here, okay? All right, so Ice Spice, she did an interview and she keeps a spare pair of panties in her purse. Okay. Now she did the interview and she was reaching in the purse, she was pulling different things out, and she pulled out this cute little pair of pink panties, and you know that was cool and all. But I got to really thinking to myself, like, what could the possible reasons for a woman carrying? I understand the tampons, but like, you know, you carrying an extra set of underwear, and we've heard some things about Miss Spice, so I got my questions. But the reason why I bring this up is because I saw a video on World Star Hip Hop where this dude was about to get it in with this woman in this van, and she took her panties off and she had boo-boo stains in her drawers. So I'm wondering, Ice Spice, have you had a brown problem lately? Just saying. But I'm not mad, I'm not judging or anything like that, but yo, like, yeah, I always had a problem with the women that I would kick it with on a Saturday and her panties said Tuesday. Yeah, I always had problems with shit like that.
But you got some out there that just don't wear none.
None at all. But see, then those the ones that get the itchy down there. They don't understand.
Just rubbing against everything.
Just rubbing up against everything. No, some real ass shit.
Every seat you sit down on, every
bit of it. Every bit of it. Yo, hey, shout out to Kendrick Lamar, man. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. He actually took over #1 on the Billboard charts with GNX. I think that this speaks to, I think it's the end of an era for Drake. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to take none of the man's accomplishments from him, but I think ultimately this just kind of shows the direction of music and hip hop, and that, you know, we just not gonna be fed what we like anymore. We're gonna kind of pick and choose what we like. So shout out to Compton's very own Kendrick Lamar, man. Keep doing your thing. Be like, to wind back to the mental health matters, just work your set. As a man, work your set. Find your purpose, drill that shit home, and they will come. They will come a couple different ways. They will come in your life, and they will come on your dick. You better believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, you know, you'll always have a problem keeping money chasing women, but you will never have a problem getting women chasing money. And that's all facts. All facts, no cap. So we got about 7 minutes left. I was going through my old Facebook. I was going through my Facebook, and I was looking through it, and I've been on Facebook for years, but I haven't posted on there in years. So I was tripping out because I was angry. I mean, this is when I was going through.
All your old posts.
Yeah, man, I was going through baby mama drama. I was going through a lot of different shit. The country was in flux. It was like a lot of shit going on, man. But I got this one that every week, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read one of my old Facebook quotes and just trip out, right? Now, you remember last show I was talking about, you know, I don't care who in the White House, you know, if Trump gonna get us paid, this, that, and the third. So I happened to go back, and this is an old one. This one right here is from his first term. I said, I cannot believe that there are actually black people out there that are defending Donald Trump. You have a right to feel how you want, but at least know his platform as a politician. Some of you niggas are picking the wrong time to turn Sambo. So I felt pretty fucking stupid.
That sound like what Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, man, because, you know, you think you got the world figured out. You think you know exactly how this shit's supposed to go. Then you live a couple more years and you realize that what you thought you wanted wasn't what you wanted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I just thought that was interesting. Okay. It's time for words from the street before we get out of here. All right, this is where I take a brand new word, okay, that you might not have ever heard before, and I go ahead, I give you the definition, and I put it into an interesting way, so you know you can it's more palatable. You feel me? This is words from the street. Now today's word is pourboire, okay, Pourboire. That is a noun, and the definition is it is gratuity or a tip. Okay, so let me see if I could come up with an interesting sentence. Okay, I got it. After messing up my lineup in the barbershop and taking forever to actually finish cutting my hair from wasting time, I made sure to leave a generous pourboire in the form of a fake $20 bill that I had initially planned to buy weed with later at my neighborhood dispensary.
I think that's on the money.
That's right on the money, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Take that funny money, nigga. You want to sit there and you want to talk about, nigga, how your baby mama won't let you see your son. Look, my heart go out to you, but that ain't my business while I'm sitting in the chair. I just want my fucking fade. Take it down to the waves, nigga. That's what you do. Speaking of which, you know,
and fix my lineup.
Nigga, fix my lineup. Nigga, trying to get this shit right. Trying to get dipping. Trying to make them seasick out here. You know. But you know, hey, shout out to Innovative Culture. We do this every Monday, and we starting to get some more feedback now that Stacks is back in effect. We gonna keep this going real soon. We got some trivia nights. We're gonna have some games and some interesting things. You know, soon we're gonna have a couple guests here and there. But this season is all about the conversations. This is about being able to connect with people. And making sure that we get all the different. Oh shit! Did you see Dijon Paul?
Yes.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this. Dijon Paul, shout out to you. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Niggas can call you gay. Niggas can say whatever they want about Dijon Paul. But nigga, what it show on the videotape is the nigga stood on fucking business. The nigga stood on business, homie. That nigga got down, homie. He got down for his crown. I see niggas trying to twist it up. Certain broadcasters trying to twist it up. Like he got beat the fuck up and all that. Last I checked, there was like 6 bodies on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga stood his ground. I don't get, look, Dijon Paul, my shout out to you. I don't give a fuck what you put in your mouth. This is your business. It's your business. But he stood on business though. Man, that nigga walked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we went in. You feel me? But yeah, Dijon Paul, I got the chance to interview him years ago when the Damn LA magazine was really cutting his teeth. And before the hip hop report card, I really, I know he's had some hard times as of late. But shout out to you, Dijon Paul, man. I hope to sit down and have a discussion with you soon, though, dude, too. Because I really, you know what I'm saying? I think that you got a side of the story that everybody isn't quite hearing. And like I said, man, shout out to you, of course, man. But yo, oh man, listen. My innovative thought for this evening, in Harlem, okay, there in Fordham, there was a riot pretty much for the release of the Jordan 9s, and you got niggas actually getting locked up and having to do time because of some fucking shoes. Like, are we still doing this? Like, are we really still doing this? Like, you know what I mean? At some point, black folks, we really got to realize that there are literally people that sit back and just wait for us to do dumb shit so they can report on it. Like, for real. If you really want the shoes that bad, like, why do you got to be in line at the store? Like, we are in the internet age. You can order your shoes. You can have them delivered. You can get them way ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really the way that it's supposed to be done. So this is just a shout out to my black folks. Like, let's stop fighting over J's, man. Like Michael Jordan Ben said that it discussed him, and that he don't even really want to release shoes because of that. He never even felt like our shoes was for him. And he's been on record and said that. So, you know what I mean? So we want to, let's cool that shit down, man. Let's show the world a different and better side of us as black adults, man. That's important. Okay? And remember, man, if don't nobody else love you, man, just know that 5 Stacks do. And never forget that you are tapped in with the greatest. The best. The finest radio you will ever come in contact with. It's stuck and ain't never coming down. California's finest radio. You know what it is, nigga. Let's go. the California Trap Trinity. Hold on to your Kush blunts and your lace fronts. This is your #1 choice for entertainment. It's your boy that always shine and keep the promos right on time. That's right, the promo king himself. Product 5 stacks and count.
Innovative.